A beautiful and wonderful afternoon and morning to all of you who is watching us from all over the world. Today with you is Veronica Seban. I am the founder of Business Power Academy, Global Talk Show, and Elite Global Leadership Club. Today I am presenting to you the Global Talk Show where we are sharing life stories from heart to heart with the main goal to empower, to inspire and motivate each other, and of course to attract our ideal clients. And today, guess what I have for you? I have an incredibly beautiful surprise. And what a surprise! So I have invited a partner of mine whom I am in partnership, a beautiful and eminent guest, none other than Ana Margarida Forte from Portugal. So the floor is yours, dear Ana Margarita, and please introduce yourself and tell us more about you.
First, thank you so much, Veronica. It's really an honor just to be in your home, that is the world, in your global talk show and in your life. And it's an honor to be accepted as your partner, to have a partnership. It's really an honor because you really inspire me. We met in a huge event and suddenly we connect. We shared a lot of experience and I've been watching you. And you always inspire me. Every day you are a very hardworking lady. You are always achieving and be recognized. So it's an honor to be here today. Well, how can I start? First, yes, I chose Portugal to born, but then I started to go around the world. But first, I was just a very, very shy girl who just wanted to be a mom and support people and make the people happy. Since I was 3, 4 years, I was saying that. So I studied a lot. I had the privilege to study in the college. It was a private one. It was from the family of the president of the Portuguese Republic because my father was there and was one of the best students in his class. So as you can imagine, it was very demanding for me when I met their teachers and everything. Even in that time, he was the prime minister and then he was the president. So I was a privilege. My family was a very simple and humble family. But my family always wanted, even my grandfather from Brazil, when he came to Portugal, because his mama was Portuguese, but he went to Brazil and said, I just wanted to have tools. So I never met him. Even my mom, with 11 years, she knew when her dad died that she had to study and to have tools. So, as you can imagine, my ancestors already went around the world and knew that tools can support you because they were in the first war, the second war, they immigrate, they changed, and they knew that you just have, if you have more information, if you have more knowledge, then you are more wisdom. You learn how to choose, even in the more challenging moments in your life. So always it was like that. My family was always, let's see, what you need. You want to dance? You want to learn English, French, German, Italian, Spanish? Let's go. Even if sometimes I was not so ambitious because I was never ambitious. I think was I said, oh my God, I should be more. I just wanted to do my best. So I had a lot of experience. I went to a group of young people supporting ONGs because my family was always doing that. Then I had the privilege because my father was a person who was a director and he was representing Disney in Portugal and working on the TV. And also I recorded records when I was a little girl. So I had the privilege to connect it with art and with TV and radio. So I was raised with a network since I was a little girl saying, wow, not with influencers, People was just with people who knew, people who study art, who study instruments. So it was really amazing. And it was always like the magic, like the wonderland. So I was very responsible and very self-demanding. I always wanted to serve and to do my best. First, because no one asked me, but I was surrounded with and only with experts, you know. And then imagine, even I went to the university. I wanted to help people. So I said, I'm going to be a doctor. Okay, now I'm going to be a lawyer. And also, my mom already died, and also another members of my family with cancer. So I was always studying what could what could I change, and I saw that the medicine was not giving the answer. So I said, maybe I'm going to justice. So I went to the law school, and then I did law school, and I even did more than 10 specialties, imagine. And also I had like post-graduation with the ex-former president on the European Commission, Professor Durão Barroso, like diplomatic law, IT law, whatever you can imagine, a lot of things. I went even to the north of the country. So even it was amazing because it was from different political area. And I also, he told me, oh, you need to study this and go to do this master and go to this. So I was always studying. All my life, I was always studying, not only this, because I learned since I was a little girl that people sometimes they could not fulfill their dream. My father did. He was 14 years old and he wanted to be like a manager of a talk show. And so he also studied for that. But I knew that other people could not achieve. Even me, I was very insecure. So how can I? There was always saying, just go on, just keep going. And suddenly there was no one there, you know? So I need to achieve. And I was a woman, you know, and suddenly it was difficult to be a lawyer like 30 years ago, because I'm 52 now. And I went to the university with 17 because I said to my mom, okay, I will be there. I will finish. And she was already dead. Okay. So I had to study. My younger brother was there. So we supported each other. So I even moved my energy to support because I had a lot of things that she told me to do. And I had a lot of advices and everything. So I was always trying to be focused and keep on, keep on. I was wanted to work. Even my dad said, "Do you really want?" Yes. I was already working since I was 14 in the family business. So I knew how to attend custom service and I was so happy to have my own money. And I was the first one to arrive, the last one to leave. You know, I was always very because my uncles were very demanding. So, and I was very smart, they say, so we can push her, we can do the extra mile. So it was always, I was always invited by life to new other uncomfortable zones, you know, because I didn't want to, I was very shy, so I didn't want to be in the front. But at the same time, when something was needed, I was the first one to jump, you know. And I was always trying to do the best choice. I was always, when I was sure, I was just, and I was finishing the plan. They say, at least you need to finish this and then you can move. So there was a lot between values and focus and dreams I was always doing. And suddenly everyone was asking, would you like to come to Spain? Would you like to come to Brazil? So just to like a leap of years, suddenly I said, okay, but I'd like to connect people. I even like to support. Then I understand that criminal law was not my thing. So I took other specialties and I went to international companies to do contracts, even to the Portuguese Foreign Affairs. And in that time, it was the opposite. There was no people that I met in school or in the university, you know. There was another political there. So I have to go through 1,000 applications and then I studied more. I did more masters and other things. And then I went to the Portuguese Foreign Affairs in a very important time of their life and from Portugal. It was 98. We had a big exhibition. So I went to the cultural department. So I was supporting all the contracts of edition, books, events, and everything. So even in Portugal was that big event who welcome all the countries in the world to share the best. So it was an amazing experience. And then they say, "Whoa, No one leaves the foreign affairs. I even have the diplomatic law master, so I'm going to this career. But then life took me to UK, and then I went to BP, to custom service to Latin America. I was taking care of 7 countries. Imagine petrol. And then I went to another company. So suddenly there were people was pulling me because I had, okay, I'm managing, project manager, even in Portugal. I was coordinating the trainings for the government for people without shelter. Why? Because it was so challenging to take people from the streets and they need to study private finance, how come they don't even the basic tools? So just for you to know, then all of this path, it was always challenging, different in different areas, because even the people say, why do you do mentoring? Yeah, because I work in the diplomatic, the institution, the public, the private, the all the sectors that you can imagine, the tourism, everything. So I had to study a lot about that area, and I had to have results. Okay, because you have a law degree, because you know how to manage, you are a project manager. This so life was, it was like a diamond. Life was okay. Now you are here, and when I was established there in the country, for instance, UK. Okay, now the project is finishing here. We need you in there, for instance, in Iceland. So I'm going to Iceland. Or this is finishing here, I'm going. And even between, I was with a lot of ONG projects. So I was a volunteer in Kenya using my tools to support ONGs or, well, whatever. You can ask me and I will tell you. So the thing is, then I begin to understand, and that helped me that I need tools. And since I was a little girl, I was studying a lot of tools, all the tools that you can, neuroscience, breathing, astrology, everything that I could have, because I was managing projects and people based in one country and managing people from another country. Can you imagine, for instance, company that the protocol is a German one, but the IT team is in Indian, and then the custom service is in UK or in Thailand or in Latin America. There's not only the time schedule, but the mindset is completely different. So I had the protocols, but every day we had SLAs, so the time of response, and I need to take the best of that person. And I also have to develop them and the project to have the results that the company wanted. It's easy. Even today, the people say, oh, there's a lot of tools, a lot of trainings. Even so, you see the world, the challenge of the world. Everyone has all the tools. Everyone has the world in their hand, with only with a mobile phone. I from the time that I had to go to the library to study, and take the bus to go to the library. And even sometimes that library didn't have all the information I need. I had to go to another library. And I even remember when I was 14, my dad said, just go to London or go because he wanted to see the world. So just go and study and see and travel. And for instance, I remember that I did a cruise with him and with my brother, that I went like 21 days to different countries. But this was like 30 years ago. Today it's easy. In that time, the people say, wow, you this, yes, but I went to the museum, this museum and that museum, and to this library. Oh, it should be so boring. No, the thing is, suddenly you have a lot of knowledge, but life said, let me ask her if she really knows what to do. And of course, I love to travel. Of course, I like new experience, but changing countries all the time, changing like homing all the time in different parts of UK or in different parts of Spain or in different parts of Iceland. Do you really think? So I think, well, this is an experience test, or maybe I'm not doing the things right. So for many years, I also was being invited to be a therapist. But I can tell you that the training, for instance, just of reburning, like even the breathing, is one of the tools that we have, because our mind lies and we need to understand how to connect and now to understand and even to deal with all of these sceneries and energy and everything. It was 3 years, it was not a weekend. And in the other day, I was speaking with a colleague of the training that, oh my God, we start to do the trainings at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going deep. Of course, I'm going deep. If I'm going deep, then life offers me more deeper challenge. So one of the moments that I have now, I'm choosing to be softer, you know.
Yes, thank you so much, dear Ana Margarita. And let me so compliment you with many, many compliments because you are like a colorful puzzle. Full, yes, full of so much wisdom and so much life experience and knowledge. So thank you for being humble, vulnerable, and for sharing it with us, especially with me, because being here with you, then I am discovering so many things that I didn't know before about you, and this is wonderful. I would love to ask you to share so with me and with my lovely audience, what is one of your strength points or talent, the most strongest ever that you think, that has helped you to literally transform your life?
The first one is the approach. I'm always humble. And even if I studied like post graduation, a master, when I have a project or an invitation, it's like empty, empty bucket. I said, I don't know nothing because I even have to work in another country with people just from that country, for instance, or always with people from different countries. So you need to understand the mindset and even the mindset before COVID, during COVID, and after COVID, before war, it's always different. So every day I'm like empty bucket list, you know. I have my how can I say my highlights. I know that I have to be focused. I know that I have to have that task to organize my tasks, my daily, the ones I have to have my private time, even if it's very short. I need to have my private time because for sometimes I was working for 70 hours, in a row. So I have to in a different countries and or even study or doing the things because I knew that body it's sacred, and of course it's a temple. And to work like an amazing machine that it is, we also need to feed by resting, by being alone of all of this radiation and technology, even what we eat, what we think, what we drink. So humble, available to learn always, always. Because even this, one of the things that I always knew that my family taught me, and then with my experience, because when you are a master or like so like you are you have such a wisdom. I always think that I don't know nothing. I'm always available, and there's always something that we are learning. Even that every with the tool that we know, with the moment, with the technique, um, even the other human being. Every day, even it has a routine, sometimes it pops up something. That's why I even study like astrology and all kinds of energy to understand that, to be like a control, in control of the information. But even so, even if I know the laws of the universe, the quantic laws, even the laws of Earth, like all kind of laws. I even did like international private law and public law. So I know how to deal with different laws of different countries. We need to be humble. We need to understand what is there. So if we are available to learn, it will be lovely because you never feel insecure anymore. Because if you need it, just pop up one of your tools. And if you don't know, it's lovely. You will be humble and said, I will bring the answer in a few minutes, in 1 hour, I will bring the answer to you. I will bring the solution. And you will smile, you will be empathic. So you will bring the solution and then you will study, you will go to your network, to your global network, and you will find the solution. When, of course, you have experience, then the solution is popping up. At least part of the solution is popping up. That's why I think it's amazing to study as much as you can, something that you like, another area, Or if life invites you, like life invited me to study different areas, it's lovely because this is one of my talents. But each one of you has a unique talent. We have a unique print. So my life is not going to be like your life. And of course, another thing that I learned that nothing is the same, but it's lovely if I follow you and study your protocol. And if your protocol works, it's lovely. Let's see if it makes sense for me. So I will follow her and I will study what she does best. And this is one of the laws that we know. We just study what the people say, oh, I want to be rich. Of course, there's a lot of studies about that. You have to be surrounded by rich people, or at least by rich mindset. So if you want to be the best athlete, you need to study the best athletes in the world. You need to understand what they do. What is the nutrition? But for instance, you need to understand what kind of blood you have, how does your body work? Because your body is different from mine. Even my ADN, it's different from yours. So if we go deeper, I said, we have the knowledge inside. You just need to organize that. So it depends of the case. In my case, I need to be open to learn, and then I will bring my tools, and then I always study. I always try to, even if I don't know a lot of things in that area, it's okay because suddenly the world just rushed and it was not this and this IT. And when I started to study IT like 30 years ago, it was something that it doesn't exist anymore. And then every time there's a little thing. So, okay, I'm not good on this one. For instance, with Agora. Agora, it started with a radio show. It's 60 years on Monday. And you gave me the honor to be a guest on Monday to speak about this because you are a symbol of Agora. And the Gora is to give. Gora means now. In Icelandic means nuna. So it's a word that now it's in vogue, but 6 years ago was not. So now we can change our life. And when they ask me to do a Gora, oh, you have a global network, lovely, because we have people from all around the world that can inspire. Okay, so I did in one radio show. And then I started to broadcast from Australia, from Brazil, from several radios and TVs, web TVs in Portugal and in other countries. And I said, and suddenly it's 6 years, and it's 7 days, 24/7, because now I have also like a radio called Agora and like a web TV. And I even don't do more because I have like 6 guests a day. So I have to produce, to direct, to edit, and I even learn by myself. Is it easy? Well, it's always easy when you dedicate yourself. So the thing is, if it's in your mission, if you feel that you really, if I was going to die now, what I would like to do? Well, I'm doing this. Even if tomorrow YouTube and Facebook and all the networks just clean this, I was choosing to be with you here to share this experience. You know, if I wanted to be in another place or doing another thing, me, Ana Margarida, will not do it. You know, but I have now this power in me to say no, even if you are the most important person in this moment in my life, Veronica.
Oh, thank you.
So
I feel
because
very,
time
very honored.
is, you know better than me that of course people chase money, chase ambition, but I chase time and quality time. Time is the only thing that we don't have. When we are born, we know that we are going to die, and it's a limited time. Of course, we can work that and try to be here like 100 and 150. And of course, with all the technology, we are going to learn more and have more wisdom to live more. But the thing is, it's so short. This is like a short experience. It's the only thing that we cannot control. So just use your time very well. If I die now, if you die now, what would you like to do? I'm so blessed to share this. Even if just one person watches, it's okay. My soul, my spirit, it depends what you believe. It's happy now because it's only my story. It's not your story. And it's so important because wow, someone is listening to me. Veronica is listening. I don't know how many people are going to be inspired or not, but at least Veronica is here for me. So thank you so much, Veronica.
You are very welcome. I am very, very thrilled to discover even more. So you on a deeper level. What does make you unique? So in your opinion.
Well, I really think and feel because sometimes I need to be more rational. I really feeling that I'm a very available person. And I just want to fulfill my mission here because my soul before was born or reincarnate or everything that you can whatever you choose to say and to believe. I had a mission in different areas of my life. And I just need to connect with that mission. That's why millions of people, well, billions of people, are not happy because they are chasing something. And when they achieve that, they are not happy. The thing is, I really, I'm committed with that, with my essence. And that's why sometimes the people, you are always starting over and we are doing this and doing that. So, well, I'm a multinational. Yes, it's a lot of experiences, one lifetime. The thing is this fulfilling? Yes. So my commitment is to my mission. And my mission is to make links between person. It's to empower people with their own talent. And the talent can be smile or hug. Do you know that all the people now is complaining that the people don't smile? And luckily I was born with a smile and I'm always smiling. Even when I'm crying, I'm smiling. So the thing is, it's amazing when you see someone blossom because of course they call me and my job is to mentor people and to give results with companies and people, but when you see that overcoming, when someone understands their power, they can change everything. They can be happy in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the silence. They can be happy without mobile phone, or they can be happy doing something else. So that is amazing to help them to understand their mission, to give them the tools they have, the ones that they need in this moment, and then see them blossom. That's why I have clients for many decades, and it's amazing. It's lovely. So this is my mission to help people to reborn. And it's an amazing power. It's not manipulating, it's not, oh, I'm very important that in their life. Oh, in 1 week, no one is going to remember me. The connection, that haha moment, I will always remember. And I believe they always. That's why when you can achieve or overcome a fear, it's amazing. And then you will be the best in whatever you do. And you are going to be unique. So that is my mission in life, to support one of them.
Thank you so much. So I feel really inspired by you. And what caught my attention and really touched deeply my heart as well is the fact how you articulated, that you are giving the tools to the people to get reborn again. It's something powerful. So because I have been in difficult times, I have been facing challenges as every single human being, and I think that this time, to me, it's also the transition time that I am feeling really reborning again. It feels as I am coming back to life again. And
Yes.
there is a reason for that. And thank you for sharing that. Sometimes I think that we need to get a reminder, to hear that we are still
Yes.
alive, that we are still making a difference, that we are still inspiring and motivating someone to change their
Yes,
lives.
Veronica, until the last second, even when you are dying, you will inspire people, even if you die alone, because you are born alone. Of course, some have the luck to be supported with music and like with the medical team and everything. Even if you're surrounded by 600 people or 7 billion, the process will be yours. When you are going to do, as a therapist, you even have to train that. But we never know. This is like the opening, the opening act. You can be an amazing actor. All the rehearsals are amazing, and in that day, something, a light, a sound, something is popping up in a memory in your body, or something will distract you, and you will forget about something. You even have everything wrote. You have even on the internet something happens. So it's the way you deal with that. That's why some people ask me, what are you going to do to Iceland when you are 48? And now you are going to hospitality and working with Iceland there. And other, what are you doing? Why are you leaving? Why are you doing? Because you are coordinating trainings with the Portuguese government. Oh, yeah, but I was already in a lot of, even in BP, I was the manager of 7 countries. So what the power? In my case, of course, I need that. But I also need to look in the person eyes and to feel that they are alive. And if I have a project, I'm not happy until everyone know their own story and own it, what they are doing now. And if they have to go, they will choose to go. There's no need to twist and to manipulate. And so we are always reborning. That's why we can always do everything, everywhere. That's why when I went to Iceland, my soul was right, because then COVID came and I had a country just for me, 4 times bigger than Portugal. And I was saying, my God, sometimes I was struggling with Iceland, and now I'm happy. I had the volcano, I had the glacier, I had the sun for 24 hours, I had the aurora, and I'm safe. There was no COVID. I didn't catch any COVID. So the thing is, and the world was dying, and I had to deal with the guilt. So even when you are protected and you are working and you are considered one of the third countries more happiest in the world for 5 years, even with snow and everything, because they are survivors, and then they know how to overcome survival mode. They know how to live. And I said, wow, so I'm in the right place. So I did the best option. And you don't need to share it. For instance, if you go on my Instagram, you see that maybe 1,500 people are following me. But if I show you and I post a reel like 10 to 11,000 people, I have the post. Sometimes I say, oh my God, 11,000 people are watching. Or after 20 years, I saw a student, he says, in the other day, I saw you on YouTube. So in my case, of course, I would love to be like Cristiano Ronaldo, has like almost 700 million people following him. But the thing is, sometimes, but I also don't invest like him, you know. But the thing is, sometimes you just have to be, because then you will connect with the right people. When I said right people, it's the people that is in your path. That's why every day I even have a mantra. I say, today I will connect only with people, with lovely people, with aware people, with available people. It doesn't mean they are very good people. No, the part of them that are aware and good and has values, he will come to me. So I'm placing myself in that line. It's like a train or a plane. I'm placing myself in that line, and all the people aligned with that will come. And if it's not, it will go away. It will say, no, it's not available. Then I have to understand if it's okay, what can I change, if it's really important. Because sometimes what we are dealing with the inner child, so with our inner baby. Oh, he doesn't like me, so I need to do better. Oh, I need to show my mom, I need to show the world, so I need to push myself. I need to take weight. I need to do this. Normally, it's the baby, the inner child is in control. That's why when we watch the world, what is happening, when you are more aware, we have almost said, wow, how can I approach that? How can I support? Because they are not going to listen to me. They are completely out. They are just scared. They are using power just to say, I'm here. So I'm continue to choose to be in my mode. I will learn every day if it's the best way for me, because life, the universe, the project, the team will show you. It's in me, the quantity will explain. They will show you what is okay. You will see because everything is mine and nothing is mine. So I just need to be aware and to see what is happening. Okay, let's see. What can I cope? Am I available to do this? And for this, you need to be resilient and be very brave because
Thank you so much. So I am very curious because you are like a real gold mine, full of richnesses and resources. And I would love to know who is your idol, like who is the person who has always inspired you to grow, to gain more knowledge, to travel even around the world.
Well, I have an obvious one, and then I have another one. Of course, I have masters, all the masters that everyone has in the different areas of coaching and mentoring and neuroscience. I will give you hundreds of names that I was following and understanding the behavior, even because I was invited to different areas, even of training and knowledge and behavior and everything. But then I need to go to my ancestors, I need to go to my grandmother from both sides. I need to go to my grandfather who came from Brazil, and came to Portugal and told the kids to learn. Imagine 120 years ago, he was already studying medicine, and he said, "You need to study in a country that no one was studying." So I believe that they were very far, they're very, very ahead of their time. Even my dad, he made like 80 years ago. Like 2 days ago, he made 80 years. With 14 years, he was already knew what he was going to do. And he wanted to be on the radio because there was no TV. Only 60 years ago, one TV. So he wanted to communicate. Oh my God. So he was always dreaming. He wanted to be an actor, always dreaming. He wanted to be an actor like 8 years ago, only Hollywood. So of course he told me, when you are too ahead on your time, like me, I was studying regression 30 years ago. I was called a witch. How come you're in the Portuguese Foreign Affairs, you are studying regression? I said, yes, I'm studying regression and I'm making some trainings even outside of Portugal because I know that something is popping up and there's a frequency and I need to understand this. I need to understand the mind. I need to understand the spirit. So I study all the religions and everything. They were calling me a witch. And today it's like normal. So the thing is, I have this ancestors were always ahead. It's very lonely sometimes because you need, sometimes the people don't understand why you are leaving some project, but I was already there. This is a blessing. Even for some people, you just start in one place and you will stay in the same place. You just need to understand. But I decided I want to learn and I want to serve. I have a mission. And when you are in mission, you just go with the flow and you try to balance. That's why I can tell you a lot of names, but I had to recognize all my ancestors. Even my mom, um, she was amazing. So she was always preparing me for things that now all the women are saying. And I even don't have that thing that the women know. I just see people, for me, there was always colors in my house. There was only people from different colors of skin. And also, my mom also say, yes, we have the privilege to know the president, but you need to say hi and to be humble with the person who serves the president. So I know that it's fancy and nice to say all the mentors. I even have the privilege, as I told you, to be with the president and the ex-president of the European Commission. They were my teachers, my mentors. So it's not someone in the book or even last December. I was in a congress with a medicine integrative congress. And I was there, I was invited. I was not a doctor, but I studied so much and I know so much in that area that they invited me. So, and Dr. Lai Ribeiro, the best, the one, it's in Brazil, for instance, it was there and we were sharing things together. So the thing is, of course, I have my masters in the book and all the masters are already gone for the already are in another dimension, but they have the privilege to have it. And my foot are on the ground. Um, I already been, as you can see, in politics, in foreign affairs, with all presidents and ambassadors and everything in India, in Dubai, in Singapore, and in with a lot of CEOs for companies. We just need what is the project I have, and if we can support people to understand, sometimes it's normally it's like a small button, and then you just blossom. So, for instance, now you are an inspiration for me. Not now,
Thank
for a
you
few
so
months.
much. Thank you so much. You too.
I think
You are a true
you are
inspiration.
always surprising and just make it happen. If you want someone to make it happen, just call Veronica. She will help you to make it happen. That's it.
Also, being said that, I am curious to discover more about Agora radio and TV web channel. How how have you uh, discovered it, or how have you created it? Like the TV and radio channel Agora. What has inspired you to create this channel?
Again, it was my dad. Okay. Again, because he was pushing me, he said, I don't know. I never know where you are. In the interview one day, he was saying, I don't know now if she's in Kenya or, of course, she knew. So you have like a network. Do you like to that network to die with all that people? They are amazing. Also I said, Dad, but they have millions of followers here and there, but they don't have that connection. But also you can speak a lot of things. Oh, but it's boring. Just me to speak a lot of things. I can speak about medicine and neuroscience and law and everything. The people will be bored. And they say, well, you'll know, you are the one in charge. And then I had an invitation and they said, well, and I believed, and for sure it was because I was the daughter of my the doctor, he was the best one. He already won all the prizes and microphones. I said, but I cannot do because I have to edit and to produce, and I'm working like 24/7. How am I going to do it? And I said, well, if life is doing this, and one day my father gave me the interview. That's why it happened in March, because it was the Father's Day and everything. And the people will say, oh, she's connected with dad. No, my dad doesn't know what I'm doing and what I'm leaving. He just know, she knows. He never asked. He never said no to me, or I said, what do you think about, you know the answer. So he always gave me the responsibility to me. You are able. I said, sometimes I just want his lap. I said, no, you know the answer. So I had to think about it. And I said, okay, but I want you to do something right. Then I went to learn and I studied how to edit and do the things. And I said, well, but I need to have um, like a radio show. And the first one was a radio called Dreams. It was a Brazilian one that was in Portugal. And I said, you make me invitation like Dreams Radio, like a dream. So this is a sign. I need to do it. It was a Saturday. That's why it was the 18th of March of 18. I said, okay, life, I will do it. Of course, I was nervous because I always was in TV and radio. I always was invited. But one thing when you are responsible, and then it started on Dreams. And then the people, it's like being the son of Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo with the same. Or I said, oh, they are comparing. And my father only told me one thing, not even tell me that I was going to do it. Well or bad. The mic, it's a weapon or it's a tool to save. You just have to choose. That's why I don't speak about issues. We never share the word COVID during COVID. We just shared how we can improve our immunity. We don't speak about the problems. For instance, if organizations need something, they come with a solution that we can share. That's why my events, when we have to raise money or something for another, I always create an event with knowledge, and then the person can buy the ticket, they can assist to the Congress or something. And if it doesn't want, he can give it away, or you just invest, and then we will support like a family to develop like a business, or even just like the basic, just like to feed that family in different parts of the world. So, it was the mission. So I went to learn. So I did it on my house. I did have like six guests. So I started to go to all the events with me. So I was sometimes I was doing like I was invited to a congress or something. And then I was also to had to make some records. And then I was the partner there. So I was doing everything. Sometimes I was like I was pitching and then I had to come again, but it was amazing. So, and I started to have people, of course, it was my network. They all said yes. I said, the only thing I would like you to just to provide me is to give voice to the people that you think they need voice. It's not to go against nothing, it's to go for life, for projects. And then another radio called me, and then one from Australia said, well, some are in English, but I would like to have the Portuguese one because I think it's important to have the Portuguese one in Australia. So the radio show is broadcast from all the parts of the world in different time schedule. And of course, you can go live in that moment. And then it went like for the weekend, it's in a lot of radios, and it's in a Christian one, in an Orthodox one. It's after the news, it's after the football, it's like a music radio. It's amazing. And because when it's not a success, they will delete you know. But it's in 6 years. This radio with me, they are 6 years. Even today, I was saying thank you, because they are with me and I'm with them for 6 years. And then, of course, they say, why don't you have a radio? Because then you can place all the programs there and everything, of course. And I did. And then all they say, why don't you do like a YouTube channel? Because I said, okay, at least I will invite one, not all, but I will invite one a week to do that. And that's it. They are the ones who are pushing me. It's not me that are being ambitious. Even
But
sometimes they say,
yeah, it's just amazing how you have created the TV and radio channel Agora, which is amazing. It's impressive. And it's now in so many countries, actually. So in how many countries it's now visible?
well, the thing is, they are visible in more than 30 countries, but then, even the radio and also the radio agora and also the program, they are broadcast from a radio. In the other day, the manager of Radio Cidade from Brazil, he said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't ask you, but now I'm asking you, can I place this in the web TV of Caparó and even on this radio and this radio? So sometimes they are sending, because they are my partners, and they are sending to another radios, and suddenly said, I'm receiving a message from Japan. I said, wow, is in Japan? But who is speaking Portuguese or in English? So, of course, I have a partnership with this, but then it's growing. For instance, Agora is in the biggest portal in Brazil for mental health. Guia da Alma is 7 million viewers, and the program is there. And sometimes they say, because it's a portal with therapists, I'm also there. There's a portal for therapists. So it's in Spotify, it's in a lot of places. So there's like an invisible. So, but the thing is, I do it just for one, and suddenly it's growing by itself. That's why it's a mission. Of course, when they go to Agora, I can see, oh, some from India, oh, some from Cape Verde. And of course, you can see, and sometimes they send me where the people are listening, and even they are in Radios Net. So you can do the app. There's also an app you can access, is always, everything is free. So you can access from, even my technical support is from Brazil. So it's, sometimes they say, oh, like it can listen, like 1,000 people can listen. I think it's amazing. But then 100, and then it's 500 or 600. We never know. So it's lovely, because, of course, a person like me that is trained and he has to work with solutions and results and goals. You need to do this. I need this from you. I need these millions or this kind of results in one day, in the end of the day, or in 2 months. And suddenly you are just doing and spreading in the world. That's why I'm very responsible. I try to understand what is happening in the world in the moment. I don't focus on the problem, but I focus on the solution. And then I invite people. That's why, for instance, on Monday, normally I do like a week of awareness with politicals and with people from politics, and not only people who work in politics, but they are in the system. Doctors and everything to be aware and what the news and neuroscience. And this year, I just choose to have a person. I even have ambassadors. One of them is connected with a lot of projects in many countries. The other one is connected. It's a young boy with 10 years that is a musician. He deals with IT, with a lot of things, already entered the university in America, and he's autist. So his mom also. So I have a lot of ambassadors in different areas because this is the thing connect. And it's very lovely because sometimes I have on my phone, Anna, do you know someone in Brazil? Do you know someone in Denmark or Finland? Because I would like to connect with this. How can I implement this business here on there? And this is amazing, because the connection is they trust me. They know that if they're paying a lot or if it's for free, they know that I'm not giving like just how can I say, like a weak advice. They know that I'm going to
You deliver
provide
quality. You deliver quality.
quality until the end. That's why the academy, it's the same. So all the people who are connected, they also have their trainings there. So the thing is, it's really an honor to be like an invisible link with all of these people. That's why you got it. It's connecting people, and connecting business. It's really amazing. And it's really an honor to be here. That's why I'm standing today with you.
Thank you so much, dear Ana Margarita. It's a
You're
real,
welcome.
real honor having you so on the stage of the global talk show. Share your life story experience from heart to heart. What I want also to mention about the TV and radio channel Agora, that's for those who don't know, this is also the PR, guys. Yeah, so which is of the extreme importance for every single mentor, coach, therapist, and entrepreneur. So if you really want to get visibility around the world, like Ana Margarita mentioned, in more than 30 countries, with a reach of about 7 million people, maybe even more. So then you can reach out to Ana Margarita and to be a part of the Agora TV channel or radio, and to make difference and impact the way we are making today. So thank you again, dear Ana Margarita. And before we are heading towards the end of the global talk show, I would love to ask you to share a message of encouragement, of motivation with our lovely audience.
The thing is, when you were sharing now, and I really appreciate you for one who wants to use and to be welcome in our channels. The thing is, just be true to yourself. Because if you are true to yourself and you have the values and you are focused, it doesn't matter because it is going to be just one person. That person is going to be the key. And this is the important. I love to be the key. I love to be the key to open your own power, your own project. Sometimes it's just the way, it's not the destination. It's just one station. And we just pop up and opens another system, another universe there just for us. So just be true with yourself. Just please be aware of who you are, of what you like, and don't judge yourself. Just keep going. keep resting in the evening or in the morning. You just choose, just resting. Said, okay, I did everything that I could. I did my best to myself. Now I can be in peace. So I think this is the most important thing. Just being responsible. It means have the ability. So you have the ability to choose. You have the ability to create your own reality. And people is always sharing this, but it looks so hard because you are not connected with your own truth. That's it.
Thank you
Like,
so
like I
much.
told, you're welcome, my dear. Today, I'm just connecting with you, Veronica. We would never know where this is going to. So thank you so much
And you are
for
very
this
welcome. Yes,
inspiration.
I do believe in alignment and soul connection, like being connected with yourself and being just you, the way you really are, inside down. And when you are true to yourself, the game will change. The game of your life will change because when
It's true.
you are tuning into your core values, when you are connecting with your soul purpose and you are discovering yourself, your life is going to change and you will impact many, many, many people around the world just being you. Remember that. So this is my giveaway for you, for my lovely audience for this evening. And I want to thank you to, first of all, to you, dear Ana Margarita, for being here with us on the stage of the Global Talk Show, Share Your Life Story Experience. And I would love also to thank for the bottom of my heart. So all my lovely audience who is watching us from all over the world, because I know that there are many people that they love so the Global Talk Show and they are waiting with patience. So till will be with the next Global Talk Show session. So blessings to all of you. Take care and then see you in the next Global Talk Show session with another amazing guest.
Thank you so much. It is an honor to be in your network too. That is really amazing. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.